Hi there, it's Stacy with girlandgearstudio.com. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to create an emailable invitation from the printable PDFs that you can purchase and download in my shop. So you can take any of these printable invitations that you purchase to print. You can also take them and make them into an email invitation with just a few simple steps. So let's get started. So here we have our sombrero surprise party invitation. It's got a little man with a sombrero and a mustache, and he's shushing. So what we're going to first do, we're going to edit the information on our invitation. So you'll want to select highlight existing field here at the top, and it'll show all of the places on the invitation that you can edit. So this is all just placeholder text. So we'll pretend my husband, he's turning 50 this year, so we're going to make it Greg's 50th birthday bash, and it's not Cinco de Mayo. Okay. And his birthday is July 13th. Okay. We'll go ahead and have it at Casa Mexico, which is one of our favorite little restaurants here in town. We'll say, to me, Stacy. This isn't my real email address, but we'll just put it there for fun, so don't ruin the surprise. So normally when you're going to address invitations to print, you would put a street address. We're going to just go ahead and put a placeholder to Greg's friends and partners in crime, just for fun. So here we go. We've created our invitation, have it the way we want it. So we're going to turn off the highlighting. So this is what it will look like. We're going to take this invitation and we're going to add a little background to it so it looks like we printed it, and we're going to make a little fun stamp image to put in our postcard. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to grab a screenshot. I'm on a Mac. I use Command-Shift-4 to get these crosshairs. Drag it across just inside the border, and it actually will save right here a screenshot on my desktop. Now if you're on a Windows PC, you'll use a little tool called the snipping tool to learn how to use that. If you don't know how to use it, you can learn how to use it by Googling Windows snipping tool. Okay, so now that we have our screenshot, we're going to go ahead and go to PicMonkey, which is a fun photo editor at picmonkey.com, and we're going to edit and upload a picture from our computer. So hover over Edit and choose Computer, and it's saved to my desktop. Okay, so here's our invitation, just the way that we edited it. So instead of having place stamp here, we're going to make a fun little stamp. So over here you have all these fun edits that you can make to your picture. So we'll choose the little butterfly icon. It's the overlays. We're going to go down to labels. There's a label section, kind of about a little more than halfway down. And there's a stamp shape here. Click that, and you have an option to move it. We're going to move it over the top of where you would put the postage stamp, and we're going to change the color kind of to a light gray just so we can see it. Okay, and then if you want to, you can add like fun shapes and images and stuff on your stamp. So I'm going to go ahead, and I saw a fun little facial hair section. There's a mustache. It kind of matches our sombrero man. So you can just put that kind of right there. It's kind of a fun stamp image. And just so it looks like a stamp, we'll go ahead and put like a postage value on it. Click the text icon here. Say add text. You can see it makes a window. It says type your text here. We're going to find a fun little font. There's a font called Ultra we're going to use. I'm just going to put 20, oops, hopefully it doesn't cost that much, 29 cents. And resize our box here. Now if you want, you can change the color. I'm going to drag it just to make it kind of match this invitation. It's not perfect, but it's close. Okay, so make it a little smaller. And I'm going to change my, no, I think I'll leave my mustache that color. And so there we go. So now is the fun part. We're going to open a new window. We're going to actually make this have the brown craft background that you see in my shop. So, for example, when you see this, let me get a new window here. When you download an invitation here, or when you shop on my website, you'll see it shows it on like a craft background. We're going to go ahead and I've created a free download here of this craft postcard texture, and there's also a birch postcard texture. It's a white kind of speckly thing. We can download it, and I'm just going to save image. Let's see. Well, save image as to the desktop. Save it. Okay, go back to PicMonkey. Now what we're going to do, there's this little button called Textures. We're going to add our own texture. Now click Open My Texture. Open it. And it automatically puts it on there. Now you can make it a little bit darker by using the fade function. I like it a little bit darker. Make sure you have the blend mode set to multiply. You can change the saturation and make it a little bit different color. I'm just going to leave it at about 100%. Apply, and there you go. So now this looks kind of funny. It's gray. We're going to change that back to white, just so you can see it a little bit better. We're going to go ahead and save our image. It shows you what it'll look like. It's given a file name here. We're going to call it Sombrero Shush email.jpg. That's fine. Quality, leave it on pure. So it's a nice, good quality. It's a good size for email, but it's not too huge, but you don't lose much quality. Save it to your computer. We're going to go ahead and save it on our desktop just so it's easy to find. And masterpiece saved. So now we're going to create our email in MailChimp. So we've opened up MailChimp, we've logged in. You can create a free account at MailChimp.com. It's really simple. I recommend using MailChimp just because they have some really simple templates and things to make your email look nice, and an easy way to add an email list. So you're not going to send an email with 1,000 email addresses in the send line. People get really annoyed when you do that. So we're going to do it in MailChimp. So the first thing you want to do is create and send a campaign. So click Create a Campaign. Okay, it asks you for a list. We're going to skip that for now. We're going to go straight to the design. And you can pick a pre-designed template, you can make your own template, but we're going to use the email designer because it's a really simple drag and drop function. It's kind of new at this recording. So it gives you just like a really easy, intuitive interface. So click Basic Templates, and we just use the one column first template right there. So you'll notice when this loads, you get like little sections, and you can actually drag them around like this. But we're going to leave it exactly the way it is. You have an image section and a text section. So we're going to drop our image into this section here, but I'll go ahead and browse. It says drop files from your computer here, or you can browse for a file. I'm going to just go ahead and drop it since it's on my desktop. Drop my little email that we just created with PicMonkey, upload it. And there it is in our email template. So now we're going to edit our text. What I like to do is I like to duplicate all the information in the what, when, where RSVP and duplicate it down here, because sometimes your recipient's email program that they use will hide images if, you know, for security reasons. So I like to duplicate it down here so they can get that information. So you just click on the section, click on the pencil. It'll bring up this section right here. So you can just enter any information you want here. So we'll say your invite, or actually, we're going to say shh. It's a surprise. And we'll say you're, wow, I can't type. You're invited to Greg's 50th birthday. Now, I'm sure Greg was thrilled that I'm sharing with the world he's turning 50, but anyway, he's a good guy. He won't mind. So we're going to say when, July 13th at 5 p.m. Greg will arrive at 5:30, and we'll enter all the rest of the information here. If you want to, you can format things. We'll just say, okay. So this kind of gives you an idea of what your email will look like. Use this area to offer a short preview. You can just delete that. Okay, we'll save it. Now, to really see what it will look like, they give you a preview mode, which is kind of nice. So here's what it will look like in a browser, and here's what it will kind of look like on a phone. So you can rotate it. It just gives you a good idea. So I think I'm pretty happy with that. So let's go ahead to the next step. So now we go to confirm. It tells you if you haven't done anything like that. So you can resolve that. So we'll name our campaign Greg's Surprise 50th. So, shh, you're invited. It's a surprise. Okay. Just say stacy@gmail.com from Stacy. I'll unclick that. Go back to confirm. Now you're going to need to set up a list. I have a list in here already, but I'll show you really quickly how to set that up. Oops, I guess we have to go to save, exit to lists. So I had set up a list called Family and Friends. You can create a new list. It'll take you through a little wizard setting it up. You have to enter some information in. But you can add a subscriber this way. All you need to do is enter the email address, check this box, click subscribe, and it will add a new person to your list. You can also import. So if you have a bunch of contacts, like in your Mac or Google or an Excel spreadsheet, you can do that as well. So that's kind of awesome. Okay, so go back to my list. I have 2 people now. I'm actually going to go ahead and remove this person because it's fake. Okay. So there's my family and friends. It's just me. I don't have any friends or family. Now go back to your campaign. There's our campaign. And it'll take you through that. To what list will you send? You'll send it to the list that you have created. So we've done everything else. All of our checkboxes are green, so that's nice. Our little flight checklist is good to go. So now we're going to schedule. And I always schedule my emails. I never send them right away because it seems like I always forget something. So since this isn't going to be until July, I'll say we'll send it out on June 1st so people have plenty of time to plan. Send it a specific time, whatever time of the day you want, and now click schedule. So it says rock on, your email has been scheduled. So if you have any edits to make to your campaign before you send it, just go to campaigns. You can click on it. It'll pause it. It gets you back to your checklist. If you want to change your design, you can go to HTML, email, edit, go back, and it takes you through these steps again. So we'll just go back. We'll reschedule it. Still remembers when you had set it up. So schedule campaign. I'm going to actually change it to today so you can see what it looks like when it comes through to an email. So today is February 12th. We'll say 12:45, which is in about 15 minutes. Gives me a little time to make any changes if I need to. Schedule. And when I come back, we will look at the email as it comes through. So, see you in a minute. I went ahead and sent my email. So, I've opened it up, and here it is. So, this is what my recipients would see. They see the picture. It's a surprise, information. You can reply to this email. So, if I wanted to respond, I could say, oh, I'll be there. And there you go. So that's how you would create an email invitation from one of the purchased PDF files. If you have any questions, go to our contact page at girlingerstudio.com and click contact. Fill out our form. Let us know what you think. So I hope this helped you, and let me know. Thank you. Have a great day.